Today we're going to show you guys how to work with mesh stencils. It's a subject dear to our hearts because we invented these bad boys over at Evil Cake Genius. And a lot of people are a little bit scared of them. And when we do our trade shows and I go around showing people, a lot of times people haven't tried them yet. So this is our way of saying, give it a shot, guys. These are great. You can use a mesh stencil with any royal icing. So you don't have to buy a special icing to do it. You just have to make a few preparations to make your icing work. So what I'm going to show you today is we're going to demonstrate how to make royal icing out of any brand royal icing that will turn into perfect mesh stencil icing. So what I've got here is, do that again. So all I have in here is, this is royal icing. This is CK brand. We carry it. At Evil Cake Genius, but you can use any royal icing or your own recipe for royal icing, doesn't matter. But you're going to make it according to the package directions or according to your recipe, and you're going to whip it up until it's thick. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to give you the exact proportions to make it into perfect icing. So this is, I'm going to do a half cup of thick royal icing. This is our little Wonder Cup, by the way, which is awesome. Wait till you see how this bad boy works. And isn't that slick? All we're going to do is we're going to add liquid whitener. We sell Americolor. You can get this in all sorts of brands. I'm sure Wilton has one. I'm sure Decopac has one. You can get them any place you want, but it has to be bright white or liquid whitener gel. What this does is this makes royal icing opaque. So it makes it so you can't see through it anymore. And so to a half cup of royal icing, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of liquid whitener. Okay. And we're just going to mix that in. So now our royal icing is opaque. Anybody that's if you worked with royal icing before, you know royal icing dries out really fast. And so if you want a little bit of wiggle room when you're stenciling and you don't want to have to rush through the process before it dries on your stencil, I usually suggest just throwing in about a tablespoon of clear piping gel. Again, CK brand, we carry it. You can use any piping gel. And it should be loose. Look at this. See how runny that is? Okay, so let's stencil.
If you record it, do you not want to?
No?
Okay.
That's all your issue. So, this is just black fondant. And this is our new royal icing that has been whitened. This is our mesh stencil. It's pretty simple. And we're just going to spread it across, holding on one side, and always go across. I'm not lifting up. If I lift up here, it's going to lift up the stencil, and it's going to smear. So always go away from where you're holding it. Free stuff. We give these with every order of mesh stencils, and then we just take the bowl scraper and scrape all of the icing back off. You don't want any thickness of icing on there. And then when we peel this back off, you've got a nice clean stencil. This is stenciled with white royal icing with the added whitener that I showed you. This is what it looks like if you stencil with white royal icing that has not had the whitener added to it. So this is the difference that you're dealing with. So just royal icing, stenciling royal icing, basically royal icing plus whitener. And that's the difference you're going to get. You're going to get a clean, opaque print. These are really easy to work with when you have the right consistency of your royal icing, and that's the key. Okay, shut up, I'm predictating. Now we're going to stencil with colored royal icing. So what we do is we take our whitened royal icing and we're going to make it whatever color we want it to be. We're just going to make a nice blue. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of food coloring until we get a nice blue. Any color besides black, you want to start with whitened royal icing. Any color besides black, you want to start with whitened royal icing. And that way you're going to get a nice, clean, dense stencil. Yeah, that's good. And we're back. Okay. We've achieved the color that we want. And we're going to do a stripe. This is pretty runny. This is nothing you would ever pipe with. And we're going to go just from the right side. This is because I'm a lefty. Most of you people are going to be going from the left side. You hold it on one side and you go away from your fingers. Careful not to lift the stencil up or let it move. Go. And then again, if I lift it up now, it's too thick. We want the royal. We're going to take, what we're basically doing is we are taking off all the royal icing. So what we're really doing is just staining the fondant underneath with the food coloring that we've put into the royal icing. You can see the pattern coming through. That's how you know you've got it thin enough. And then we're going to take this off and we have perfectly clean stripes. I did one earlier that did not have the whitener in it. We just tinted the royal icing blue, but we didn't put whitener in it first. And this is the difference. So you still get a decent print, but you see it looks patchy. It looks almost watercolory compared to that solid, beautiful, opaque color. So that's our basics. It's really easy to use these. You just need to have the right icing. And what it is any royal icing will work with these. We just need to make it opaque, so we add the whitener. And it doesn't hurt to add a little bit of piping gel so that you have some time to mess around with it. But it's very simple, very easy. These are inexpensive things to grab and to make really amazing details really fast. Thank you, and God bless America.